friends, welcome to iExamB. I'm Satakshi and I'm your English faculty at iExamB, and this is another video of CAT level series where we will discuss parajumbles. This is part 2. We've already discussed one parajumbles in previous video, part 1. Please watch that from the playlist and learn that how can we solve parajumble questions easily, right? And now this is part 2. We'll solve another question and try to understand one method, one very important method to which will help us solve parajumbles in our exam, right? So before I start, I would like to tell you about our exclusive SBI PO online course, and in this course there is this exclusive feature of WhatsApp group for quants, reasoning and English discussions. You can ask your doubts there and your doubts will be answered in that group itself, and then you'll be having weekly quiz and mock test every 15 days, and also one-on-one sessions with the experts where you get to meet the faculty and talk to them one-on-one, right? So and also you have classes for descriptive English. So friends, if you want to know more about the course, please log into our website or call on this number written on the screen. Right now, moving to the question. This is the question in front of you, friends. Here are 6 sentences given, and I will tell you how to actually establish a relationship between these sentences so that they give you a proper arrangement and a meaningful paragraph, right? Now see what is being talked about in the first sentence. They say, though silk production started in the 15th century in the country, it still functions as a cottage industry, right? Is one point. This is because India is the only country that produces all the 5 known commercial silks. Despite being world's biggest consumer of silk and its second largest producer, India does not fare too well on the sericulture scene, right? Silk occupies a prime position in our country's sartorial profile. Yes, so this, when you read this sentence, this looks like one of the opening sentences. Why? Here they are talking about despite being the world's biggest consumer of silk, right? And then something negative has been talked about, right? So here, since the word despite has been used, right, it shows that there is a probability that this fact may have been stated before this sentence, right? So yes, we have actually one sentence that is stating this fact that India is the biggest consumer of silk, or it is something at least related to it has been mentioned before this sentence, right? So silk occupies a prime position in our country's sartorial profile. Now yes, this looks like the opening sentence because it is actually introducing what all the other sentences are talking about. That gist has been given by this sentence D. Now after this one, B says, this is because India is the only country that produces all 5 known commercial silks. This is means the fact that silk occupies a prime position, right, in our country's sartorial profile. This is because now we know that D and B are linked. After D, B should come, right? Country produces all the 5 known commercial silks, right? Now if you see F, it says of these, mulberry silk is the most widely produced with so and so metric tons produced in this year, right? Now of these means that of these commercial silks, right? Of these commercial silks, mulberry silk is the most widely produced, right? So we know that we have established a relationship between these 3 sentences, D, B and F, all right? Now here if we say E, if you see E, it says, therefore it suffers from lack of organization. Why does it suffer from lack of organization? Because before E, this should come because it still functions as a cottage industry. Now we have A and E together, right? Now what about C? What is C in this case? We are left with only one sentence, right? Despite being the world's biggest consumer of silk and its second largest producer, India does not fare too well on the sericulture scene. Now what is happening in this sentence? There is something special about this sentence, and that is that in this sentence, the starting of the sentence talks about the positives, and by the end of the sentence it starts talking negative about, or the challenges, you can say, right? Now the rest of the sentences, if you say A and E, are also addressing these challenges. All right, and before this sentence, everything about about silk, everything positive was talked about. This sentence is special because this is the transitional sentence, right? Why? Because it is making a transition. It is helping the paragraph make a transition from all positives to the challenges, right? And this sentence, because first it is talking about all the positives, so before this sentence all the positives should come, right? Because the flow should be positives together, negatives together, right? So positives together will be when we will place this sentence here, because here is also the positive part, right? So C we will place here, and then again this starts with the challenges, right? And these are also the challenges. All right, so this is our correct order: D, B, F, C, A, E, right? So this is how we should solve these questions. And now in your exam, questions can be based either like this, where you will be required to give the correct order or choose the correct order. Some 5 orders will be given, something like this. Options will be A, E, then D, F, B, E, A, C, something like this. Your orders will be given. You will have to select the correct order, right? Or the questions can be something like, which is the first sentence of the paragraph, right? And the options would be something like A, F, D, E, C. Then you will have to select, yes, first sentence is F, right? Then again, second sentence, second question may be second sentence, or maybe last sentence, something like this could have been asked, could be asked, and then you will be required to select the correct sentence accordingly, right? So this is how we solve these questions. Make sure, friends, that you have subscribed to our channel, and do press the bell icon to continue to receive the updates of the videos we bring for you.